I meant what I said about being grateful to be here and for this opportunity and this group of people. But I also have to say, if we hadn't done this show, if you guys hadn't done this show, let's face it, there would have been riots. You didn't have a whole lot of choice. I mean, if you've seen this movie Godzilla, it would have been like that, only without the monster, just rage at the TV. There would have been revolutions in the Ukraine. I mean, it's amazing, right? It's an amazing vibe here and an amazing group. So glad to be here and ready to have a good time. All right.
And we don't have our whole cast here just because of dates and bookings and logistical issues.
We see who cares.
Okay. So yes, they do. They are very important. So we have a real team effort here with our writers and some of our other collaborators reading roles. Bob is going to do Gene, Saul, Jimmy. Jonathan Banks is going to do Mike. Peter Gould is going to be Chuck. Patrick Fabian is going to be Howard Hamlin. Ray Seahorn, Kim.
Okay, guys, here we go. Better Call Saul, episode 101 teaser. Scene 1, macro close on a spiral, which fills the frame, lazily spinning like a hypnodisc. We realize it's a Cinnabon, and as we pull away from it, it gets coated with icing. And now we see there's a whole tray of them waiting to be slathered with creamy white goodness, for indeed we are inside a Cinnabon store. As a female employee puts the finishing touches on these pastries, another young employee slides a tray into the oven. We see macro close-ups, coffee dripping, cold heating elements, etc. And all of this, every image in the entire teaser is shown in glorious black and white. The place is fairly busy with customers. There's also a middle-aged manager. Close on his name tag says Gene. Gene's got unhip glasses, a walrus mustache, and dark, thinning hair. He goes about his work briskly and efficiently, exuding neither personality nor attitude. Honestly, we wouldn't give this man a second glance, except that we used to know him as Saul Goodman. We are looking at a fugitive from justice. Exactly as predicted at the end of Breaking Bad, Saul now manages a Cinnabon in Omaha, Nebraska. Now, this is cut and dried stuff we're watching. It's a day in the life of a restaurant, nothing more. We hear only snippets of conversation. No emotions on display, neither happy nor sad. It's simply work. Helping out an employee, Gene expertly packages an order to go. Handing it off, he double takes, noticing something. There's a customer sitting at a two-top way in the back of the store, and he's hard to tell through those glasses he's wearing, but he seems to be staring at Gene intently. Whatever Gene's doing, it ceases. He blinks and stares back. Sunglasses rises to his feet, starts walking towards us. We creep in on Gene, who exhibits the first hint of emotion we've witnessed, fear. And though he tries to hide it, it's growing. Clearly, the fugitive Saul Goodman has just been recognized. His time on the run has reached an end. Except, Sunglasses now walks right past Gene. Gene's head swivels with this guy who pads out the door and waves to a friend outside. We suddenly realize the guy's stare only seemed to be directed at Gene. It never actually was. Gene gives a secret sigh of relief and willies his heartbeat back to 140. Again, he's on autopilot, back to the grind. Scene 2, we cut exterior of a townhouse complex at night. Cookie cutter townhouses, depressing. This is where Larry from Three's Company went to die. Inside the apartment, downstairs at night, ice cubes clunk into a highball glass. Drambuie and some sort of off-brand scotch gets poured, making a rusty nail. Instead of a twist of lemon, there's an unceremonious squirt from one of those little lemon-shaped juice bottles. Gene slurps the excess off his drink, walks into the living room. This place has zero personality, Oakwood vibe. Gene plops down on the sectional, fires up his flat screen. He channel surfs, finding something he can tolerate, sipping his rusty nail and staring straight through the TV. A thought eventually strikes him. He sets down his drink, rises, heads for the stairs. But before he goes, he pauses to check the window blinds. They're closed tight, complete privacy. Black frame, door opens and light floods in. We realize we're in a closet. Gene kneels to pull a couple of familiar suitcases out of the way. We'll recall he had these when he took his leave in episode 515 of Breaking Bad. With the suitcases removed, a hatch is revealed, cut into the drywall at the back of the closet. Now Gene removes from it a dented old shoebox. Still kneeling, Gene opens the box, and we get a glimpse inside as he sifts through its contents. There are papers, some old photos, a fat stack of Mexican pesos. There's an old tin Band-Aid box that rattles like a half full of pebbles. And lastly, there's an unmarked VHS tape. This is what Gene came for. He cradles it in his hands. Back downstairs at night, the tape gets pressed into a VCR. Gene backs into frame, settling into the sofa, never taking his eyes off the TV. He feels around in front of it for his rusty nail. We never once see what's on the TV screen, but over a bouncy musical jingle whose refrain is Better Call Saul, we hear.
Hey, you. Did you know you have rights? My name's Saul Goodman, attorney at law, and I'm itching for a fight with prosecutors, judges, the police, anyone who's out to ruin your day. So if you're in trouble, better call Saul.
This is the first in a series of 15-second commercials. A second one plays, and another, and another. The whole time we stay on Gene, who stares at them intently. But Gene shows no emotion. No nostalgia, no regret, not pride. His expression is unreadable as he watches. Yet there's one subtle detail we may note, which is that gradually a bit of color fuses into this black and white image. It's the light from the unseen TV. It flickers across Gene's face in blue, yellow, and red. Off these colors growing brighter, more vibrant, as dead-eyed Gene sips his drink and stares. Act 1, interior courthouse courtroom. Albuquerque City Seal in the frame. We're back in color. We cut to a men's room. Hands are splayed apart, pressed against a white tile wall. A man is alone in here, standing as if he's assuming the position in order to be frisked. Actually, he's at a urinal, relieving himself. We don't get a good look at him at first. We're mostly on his back. He seems to be murmuring something under his breath. Whatever he's saying, we can barely hear it.
Remember 19. Oh, to be... Let me tell you. To be 19 again. Yep, because...
Meet Jimmy McGill. He's getting ready, psyching himself up. Who is Jimmy McGill, you ask? Well, you already know him as Saul Goodman, but at this particular moment, we're in 2002, Saul is a ways off in the future, and Jimmy is still going by the name he was born with. The door opens...